Okay, so I think this is where it should have began. Let me tell you about a story about Julio hanging out with a friend. Let me tell you about Emiliano told me, don't you see who you're standing next to? You're standing next to your son, oh what, oh no. Let me cross my mind, how many people can tell me a story like where you met your biological father. Tell me a story that doesn't change. Tell me something new that hasn't changed. Pretty not wise or drunk, an alcoholic. Wise and not enough to be my father. To be like him and racked up, just like be growing up and meeting up and next thing that you know. I wouldn't want anyone to go through this, and not exactly the way you imagine this. To grow up next to your biological father, once and told by a neighbor. Let me tell you about the story about Julio. He told me something little, not much about his life. It doesn't mean much of what about my life is. Who's the judge and I give up and fuck 'em all. I don't really want this to happen to anyone. To go through what I had to go through. And tell you pretty much who was the mom. And tell me that the stories don't really pretty much. I straight up tell you about way everything lined up. A story that anyone could tell you up. Pretty jammed up, pretty much drunked up, fucked up. And I would tell you that's what pretty much sums it up. A biological father that a son doesn't want to know. Let me tell you that's the story about Julio. I pretty much can't fuck the world, fuck 'em all. I don't really wanna tell the story how it ended. Let me tell you what the story about Julio. Where it started with the neighbor named Emiliano. I'd pretty much get up and not tell you much. I don't really wanna care about anyone's life who try to reach out to me and tell me that I'm their son and ended up ending up pretty much in a scenario where I don't really care. As long as I have my life, I really care for